Do you want to start streaming online? Well, you've come to the right place. Streaming online is for everyone. You can showcase something that you love doing or something that you're good at, or even just share your experience or knowledge by chatting with the community and growing with the like-minded people. Let's roll into the intro and get into it right away. Hey guys, my name is Aditya and you have tuned into channel ACube. Welcome to the first installment of the Creator series. In this video, I'll be showing you how to install and configure OBS Studios for your very first stream. The video is going to be pretty long as I'll be explaining and helping you set up each section of OBS Studio. I have divided the video into chapters for each section so that you can skip forward if you're looking for something in particular. However, if you're setting up OBS for the first time, I suggest that you run the full course. Okay, so OBS Studio can be downloaded from their official website, which is obsproject.com. It is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. I'll be using the Windows version, however, the interface on the Mac and Linux are almost the same, and hence this video should help you with the setup. Let's install OBS to the desired location and open it up for the first time. It will most likely show you the auto configuration dialog box. We won't be needing this as I will be showing you how to set it up for the best experience. So let's hit cancel here and go ahead. The OBS window opens up with the most essential docs already in place. The black screen in the center is the preview window, and below it you'll find the docs for the scenes, sources, audio mixer, the scene transition, and controls. If you do not see these docs, head over to the View section and then select the docs that are missing. Now, we are first going to head into the Settings section and configure OBS for our use. The Settings window has several tabs, 4 of which are very essential. Let's look at them one by one. The stream settings are very important as this is how you can tell OBS which service you're going to stream to. By clicking on the first drop-down, you can see that the top services such as Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter are already listed there. You can expand the list below to show all the supported services by clicking Show All. In my case, I stream to YouTube and hence I'll be selecting the YouTube RTMPS server. The server type is automatically selected. The stream key can be retrieved from the YouTube Go Live page. Make sure that you do not share your stream key with anyone else, as they will be able to stream on your account and this does not require any credentials. If you're using Twitch or Facebook, you can directly log into your account via OBS. Now that we have set up the stream settings, let's click on the Apply button and move forward. On the Output Settings tab, we will configure how OBS uses the hardware and resources available on your system to optimize the video quality on your stream. The first change we need to make is change the output mode from Simple to Advanced. Under the Streaming tab, make sure that the audio track 1 is selected. Then, open the encoder drop-down and select NVDIA NVENC option. If you don't have the NVIDIA NVENC option, this means that your computer does not have a dedicated graphics card. You can still use the X264 option here. This is going to put a lot of load on your CPU, but you can still stream. Next, we are going to set the rate control. This value completely depends on the network speed that you currently have. So if you guys have a really high speed network, you can set it up to 6000 kbps. Or with a slow speed network, you can go as low as 2000 kbps. Okay, so I don't think I put enough emphasis on the point here. It's not really the download speed of your network that matters, but it's the upload speed that matters in this case. So in the end, if your stream is lagging or chopping, reduce the bitrate and that should solve your issue. Back to the video. I have found that my streams perform best at 3000 to 4000 kbps. Keyframe interval is set to 0. The preset is by default set to quality. However, if you have a high-end graphics card, you can set it to max quality. Set your profile to high, and once again, if you have a high-end graphics card, you can check the look ahead and psychovisual tuning boxes. If not, just leave them off. The GPU is set by 0 to default. So if you're one of those hotshots with a computer that has multiple graphics cards, then you will have GPUs which are numbered 0, 1, 2 and so on. Here, you can decide which GPU to select for the stream to render. However, if you're streaming from a laptop or just have a single graphics card, then leave it at 0. The max brief frames should be set to 2 for optimized streaming quality. Now let's hit that apply button and continue with the next section. In the audio section, we are going to configure the audio that you want your audience to hear. First, let's change the sample rate to 44.1 Hz. The channel needs to be set to stereo. Next, under the global audio device, we are going to assign the specific audio output and input devices. So under desktop audio, select the audio device that you hear all your system volume from. In case you're not sure about this, click on the speaker icon on your taskbar and you will find the default audio device selected there. For me, it's the Dell headset that I use, and I'm going to select this from the list. Similarly, we now need to select the mic or auxiliary audio so that OBS knows which device to use as a microphone. Once again, if you're not sure about this, head back over to the speaker icon, right-click on it, and select Open Sound Settings. Here, you can see the default microphone that is selected on your device. For me, it's the integrated mic, which is also on the Dell headset, and I'm going to select the same. We're going to leave the other options as they are and click on the Apply button. The video settings allows you to configure the resolution of your stream and the output quality. The base or canvas resolution should be the same as the resolution of the monitor or your laptop screen. Now, if you need to check this, you need to right-click on your desktop and select Display Settings. Here, it will show you the details of your current display and also the resolution of it. In my case, it's 1920 by 1080. Next, the output resolution is the resolution that you want your content to be streamed at. This is basically the highest resolution that your viewers can view your stream at. You can either match it with the canvas resolution or reduce it with similar scaling. Keep in mind that lowering the resolution is putting load on your GPU to downscale the output. However, if you have a slow network, then a lower resolution is easier to upload. The downscale filter can be adjusted as per your GPU capability. To start off, you can set it to bicubic. The FPS value is very important, and it will also determine the number of frames that your computer needs to process every second and upload to the network. You may be tempted to select 60 frames per second, but that will put a huge load on your GPU and network. 30 frames per second is a perfectly fine value to run your streams at, considering most of your viewers will be watching on smartphones. And we're done with the settings. Let's hit Apply and OK to close the settings window. Over to the scenes and sources in OBS Studio. Now OBS Studio manages the video and audio output in the form of scenes and sources. Think of the scene like a container in which you can add multiple objects or sources. By default, OBS has one scene that is already created without any sources selected. First, we are going to select the scene by clicking on it and add a source by clicking the plus button under the Sources tab. This will show you the list of sources that you can add to your scene. I'm going to explain a few to get you started and you can explore the rest. The display capture source will capture anything that is showing on your current display. Now, if you have a single monitor setup, this is going to capture the same screen that you're working on. However, if you happen to have a multi-monitor setup, then you can have OBS on one screen and select the other screen to capture your content. You can hide a source by clicking the eye symbol to the right-hand side. And you can remove a source from the scene by selecting the source and clicking the minus sign to remove it. Next, we're going to look at a video capture source. This will try to detect any video sources such as a webcam that is connected to your computer. Once again, if you have an external USB webcam, you can select that one from the list. You can make a few changes to your webcam to make it look better, but let's keep that for a future video. Next, we have a window capture source. This is programmed to capture a specific window on your screen. By clicking on the drop-down menu, you can select the specific window that you want to capture instead of the full screen. This is a very useful tool if you have a single monitor and you do not want your viewers to see your entire desktop. The last one I want to show you is game capture. This is another form of window capture but targeted towards any games that are running on your computer. OBS Studio does a pretty good job at identifying the games when you launch them, and these are instantly selected as a source. Alright then, now that you have a basic idea about the scenes and sources, what I'm about to show you is to set up a simple scene to capture your display along with your webcam. Let's remove any sources that are currently added and add a game capture and launch a game in the background. Next, I'm going to add another source which is a video capture device and select my webcam. Now, you can reposition your sources on the preview window by dragging and dropping or resizing them. I'm going to make my webcam smaller and drag it to the right side of the window. Perfect. So this is going to be my in-game scene, where my viewers can see the entire game and also watch me play it at the same time. Alright then, this takes us to the last chapter of the video and the one we have all been waiting for, going live for the first time. Now I recommend that you create a private stream for the first few attempts to wrinkle out any hardware or network issues causing loss of quality or lag in your stream. I'm going to show you how to set it up on YouTube in this case. So what you'll need to do is log into your YouTube account first and then click on the Go Live button to the top right corner. Once the page loads, click on the Edit button to change the stream details. Here, you can give it an appropriate title and description. To start a test stream, we are going to change the privacy of the stream to private so that no one else on the internet can see it. Click on the Save button to make sure that the settings have updated on the Details page. Once this is done, we are going to head back into OBS and click on the Start Streaming option. The stream will go live on your YouTube Stream Manager after a few short seconds, and here you can now check the stream health and quality of your video output. And there you go, you're live on YouTube. So that concludes this lengthy video, and I hope it helped you understand the basics of OBS Studio and helped you kickstart your first stream. There's a lot more that you can do with the software, and I'll be creating more OBS tutorials going forward. So hit that subscribe button to the channel. If you're facing any issues with streaming or setting up OBS, write in the comments section below. I'll make sure I answer your queries and will also make tutorials for specific topics that you need help with. As always, happy streaming and see you guys in the next one.